That's hot. That's hot. That's very fucking hot. What is going on, guys? It's your guy, Mikey P. DIY Kitchen is back, and it's gonna be a banger this time. Last time we made the biggest breakfast sandwich. Bam! This time, it's a little cold out. It's spring and summertime. Bonfires are gonna be a big hit within the coming next months. How do you enjoy a bonfire without some fucking s'mores? But we're making one hell of a big s'more. Got Rachel Ray, Chef Mikey P. We're about to tackle this 2-day process to make the world's largest s'more. Let's get into it. We are going to open all the chocolate just to prepare to melt the chocolate to make the giant chocolate bar. Chocolate's pretty much done. They got a few little chunks left that we're just melting down.
Let's check its temperature.
Alright, so it's a little thin right now, so we're gonna throw like another 2 packages of chocolate on the heat just to make it a little thicker, because who the fuck wants a little thin crispy chocolate bar on their s'more, huh? Not me. No way, Jose. Chocolate is set. We did another batch. We did 2 packages, so what was that, like 6?
It was a lot of fucking
6 more. It was a lot more chocolate, but it's set. We're gonna go put it in the fridge, and it's gonna sit for a full-ish day. Now, I could have just taken the simple route and gone online and bought a giant marshmallow for this, but I said, nay, nay. We're not doing that here. We yeet the easy routes. So, went out and bought a cheese ball container. This is gonna be our marshmallow mold. Basically, we're going to make a lot of sticky substance, put it in here to get its form, and then we're gonna hope that it keeps its form while we roast it and make the s'more. So first things first, we gotta coat the fuck out of this thing so the marshmallow comes out easily tomorrow. So instead of using my Crisco, we're using some Pam. Pam sponsor me, fuck you Crisco. Just kidding, sponsor me too. Alright, so usually I'm not one to measure things out. This is echoey as fuck that close to me.
But we be baking.
But you're baking. Baking is an art. It needs to be exact or it's going to be a flop, and flops aren't allowed on the channel. Anyway, we are mixing cornstarch and powdered sugar instead of using some flour.
This part's not baking.
Fair warning, this is a 2-person process if you're making the marshmallow. That's why we have Rachel Ray with us. Time to spray the shit out.
Hang on, gotta remove the jewelry.
Now we're gonna spray the fuck out. Alright, now we're scooping our substance. Lid on.
Sure.
And do a little Morocco shake.
The lid comes off and just
poof. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Not gonna lie, I was kind of doing it in hopes it did that. Alright, and that's how you make your marshmallow. We're done.
We're gonna eat this plastic container. We got our gelatin, corn syrup, we got our sugar, and we're gonna do some sciencey sort of magic. So we start with half a cup of ice cold water. Ice cold. Envelopes.
So here's the thing. We got some ice cold water in here. 3 packages. Envelopes.
Packages means envelopes, apparently.
Not the box.
Not the box.
the envelope of Jello.
We're blooming. What the fuck is 12 ounces? Can you say that in measuring cup for the love of God?
1 cup of sugar.
Well, we need almost 2 cups. Can't eat thermometer. Super important. If you want to do it without one, you're a noob.
That's enough.
You need a cup of corn syrup. Because it does some good eats, sciencey sugar shit, I don't know. Don't do that.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Got our gelatin that's blooming, and once this comes to temperature, pour it in the bowl, and then we're gonna whip the shit out of it for like 15 fucking minutes. As soon as we stop mixing it, we have to, as quickly as possible, get the marshmallow into here.
And that's why it's a 2-person process, because it's gonna make it a hell of a lot easier to make sure it doesn't harden.
It turns into like glue like the second you stop mixing it, so we gotta be like bam bam.
Wow. Alright, so giving a little POV mobile Mikey P cameraman here. We got our gelatin finishing up its blooming here. And then we got our concoction of sugar and corn syrup, which is, let's see if we can get the temperature without lens fogging up. About 100, we need to get to what, 240 you said? 240, but now we're gonna look at this gelatin.
It's like a block of jello.
That's what we put in there, Rachel.
I know, but that's like super weird. Wait, that's weird. This here, this is food science. All right, you guys, 240. Shit's gonna happen now.
Instead of breaking this and having to run out for another one for the second batch, we're going to remove it. Just going to simply pour it.
That should be good. I'll raise her up and let it go.
We raise it up.
Alright, we'll let it go on low for a little and then we'll crank it. Look at that food science.
We'll be back in about 15 minutes. That smells like ass. It smells like straight ass.
Look at the science! Look at it!
Oh my. Someone just it smells like someone just ripped their fucking butthole, alright? This is not a pleasant smell. I wasn't kidding.
That's gelatin. That's gelatin.
Alright, so we can't get over how bad that smell of the gelatin is. So we had to Google it. Food grade gelatin can smell. Yes, anything going from a faint odor to a pungent stench is normal, even though it is not desirable. Perhaps since it is made from the animal carcass, it retains little of that pungent, what? Cadaver.
You think you're funny, Google.
2 minutes in and it's already taking its marshmallow look to it. Wow.
Yay, we did something right.
We did something right, alright? It's working. This isn't gonna be a flop. We have absolutely no time to waste while doing this. As soon as it stops, we have to get it all in there before it starts to become glue. In the last minute, you added how much?
A teaspoon of vanilla.
Teaspoon of vanilla. So it basically looks like we're going to just keep repeating this process. So for you guys, it's gonna be like 3 seconds. It's gonna be a lifetime for us.
All right, so this is how much marshmallow we produced, which is like that much. So we're gonna be here a while. Nom nom nom.
8:01 p.m.
It's 8:01. Rachel got here at 3. So we've been at this for 5 hours. But on the bright side, we're done. Oh God, that's sticky. Pretty much filled to the top. Once you have it filled to the brim, the top, as far up as you want to bring it, all you're gonna do is you're gonna seal it off like we're about to, and you're just gonna let it sit for a decent amount of time.
Day 2.
We're back. The chocolate is hardened. The marshmallow looks the same as it did yesterday, kind of.
Poke, poke, poke.
We're going to take our pre-made cookie dough, because it's the only thing we're not actually making. Lay it out on these sheets to make 2 giant graham cracker like cookies. Then, while those are in the oven cooking, we're gonna try to get this out in one piece. All right, so while the cookie dough is thawing out a little bit so we can get nice and neat, we're gonna try to get the marshmallow out in one piece. Oh, wait.
It's just that little bit right there. Oh my God, you're never gonna get that. Holy fuck, you got that. Yeah! Birthing the baby.
Give birth.
Ah!
Yo, look at that.
Yo!
Oh my God.
It's beautiful!
Like, we're not kidding, bro. This is pretty huge. Like, the size of my fucking face. Let's go. All right, so we got the marshmallow done. You guys saw that. It's off the side on a plate. I'm gonna jump right on these cookies. They don't need to be excessively thick because it's gonna rise anyway. Clearly, it doesn't need to be the size of the pan. Just make sure, you know, graham crackers are a square shape. So make sure it's in somewhat of a square shape. It could be a rectangle for all I care. Just make sure if you're making a giant marshmallow that is going to correspond with the marshmallow size. And let's just speed through this next one. Just make sure both cookies are somewhat the same size. I mean, you can always cut them off a little bit once you are officially done baking them or sizing them. As Rachel dances in the background with the pans in her hands. We're gonna throw those in the oven for however long the wrapper says. All right, so the cookies are done. We're letting them sit, harden up a little bit. We're outside with the marshmallow now. We're gonna take it over to the fire, put it on our roasting stick. Get a little
caramelization
kind of feel going on the
outside
of it.
browning.
Then we're gonna throw it in the oven, try to get the middle to ooze a little bit, and then we're going to assemble the s'more. All right, so they don't make regular size roasters, so we got a pitchfork here. I called in some artillery. He's gonna hold the pitchfork for me while I hopefully position this correctly on the pitchfork so it does not fall off and into the fire and it's a flop and we just
die a little inside.
We sit here and reflect on why the fuck we even exist at this point.
Look at that! Look at it!
Oh, there you go.
Good baby, good baby.
Yeah, got it.
That's
Another
a
plate?
good. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Got it.
Let's fucking go! All right, so we got our chocolate chip cookie bottom. Now we got our custom Mikey P chocolate bar. Because fuck Hershey's. Oh shit, that's hot.
Do it, do it, do it! Oh, look at that.
And there you have it, a giant DIY s'more sparkles for a little pizzazz. Oh shit. The cookie. It's time for everyone's favorite part, the taste test.
Jesus. It's in the oven for like 20 minutes and it still doesn't cook all the way through. Look at it. Oh.
Oh my. Michael!
I'd say this was a success.
Alright, this is becoming way too much of a regular thing. That's why I need a cameraman. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the DIY kitchen adventures I'll be getting into, plus all the other things coming to the channel. If you have any suggestions of what giant DIY food you want to see next, leave them down in the comments. And until next time, guys, peace! Huh?